So this morning we took off early looking for animals, wound up in Jackson, Wyoming. We didn't see any animals except for a few elk, and well, if you live where I live, you know that elk aren't that important to us because they're in my backyard and sometimes they're annoying. But as we got into Jackson, I decided I wanted to look around, and one of the places I wanted to go was, well, the thrift store. It's one of my favorite things to do. And it wasn't open yet, so we did some other shopping, and it came time for it to open, and we walked down and we went in. And as I'm in there looking, I start a conversation with a gentleman. And in that conversation, he shared with me that he had ridden out to Wyoming from Pennsylvania on his motorcycle. And we talked about where he lived, and it was only about an hour from where I lived. And he started mentioning different towns that I've lived in or been around. And he said that his wife, her father owned the store in this little town. And I said, Kathy's father? And he said, how do you know my wife? And I said, I've known your wife for 30 years. He had just married her, well, 3 years ago, and I'd never met him. I'd seen his face on Facebook, but I didn't associate it. And so we sent her a note, and she said, I don't believe you. Show me some proof. And so we took a picture of each other and sent it to her. And she saw that we were together. Chance encounters. You know, I don't think they're by accident. I think they're by God's design. And the question is, I think we have to look for them sometimes. You see, before I got to the thrift store, I was thinking to myself, I wonder who I'm going to meet that I already know. Well, I didn't really technically know this guy, but I knew him. I knew his wife. I knew his wife's children. I knew all of them. I've known him for 30 years. And there I am, talking to him, and we are amazed as we talked about the God encounters. My point is this: there are encounters out there for you to, well, step into. Take the risk. Think about that. Take the risk. Open your mouth and talk to them. Talk to them. You'll be surprised. You may find out you're meeting your next door neighbor that you didn't even know. Hey, until next time, God bless.